Hello YouTube, I hope you're doing well. Today we're on code.org. We're in Unit 5, Lesson 11, Part 5. It tells us that this program traverses a list of prices to find the minimum price. It tells us to add code to traverse the list to find the maximum price. Let's go ahead and run the app just to see what happens. We see that it tells us that the minimum price is 50 cents and the maximum price is 70 cents. Immediately on line 2, we can see that a list is created. It's pulling the prices from here. Right here, we see a variable called minimum price created. Instantly, that value is set at price index 0, which would be this right here. If I look just a little bit further, I also see that there's a variable created for max price. That too is set at index 0. We're ultimately going to build the code for this, but because we're already assigning it a value here, that's why we see in this console log statement the price of 70 cents. In addition to creating the min and max prices, we also have a variable called price, and we're going to update that within our for loop. So let's look here. We have a for loop. It says variable I is equal to 0. It then looks through this list right here and runs through each of the indexes and just make sure that that variable is less than the length of this list. So once it's run, it's going to add 1 to the variable until that number is no longer less than the prices list length. Within this for loop, we can see that price is given the value of prices at index 0. Then we see an if statement. It's looking to see if the price at the current index is at less than the minimum price. Instantly, it was set to 70. So in this first run through, 70 is not less than 70. And so it just checks out. And it's going to run through each of these numbers. Once we get to index 2, it's actually going to be less. It's going to be 50 cents. And so when that happens, it's going to reset the minimum price to be 50 cents. And then it prints that out to the console log. We're going to use this as a base for what we have going on down here. They've already kind of set us up in this section for the for loop. All we need to do is reassign our price variable and our max price variable so that it can print out. So let's go to the variables toolbox. We're going to go ahead and assign this variable. We're going to do exactly what they did above. We're going to do price is equal to prices at index I. And so this will update as it goes through the different indexes. Now what we want to do is add an if statement. And what we're doing here is we're going to compare is price, instead of less than, this time we're going to do greater than, and we want to select max price. If price is greater than the max price, what do we want it to do? Well, we want it to update the max price to the new number that's larger. So let's go back to variables. We're going to go ahead and drag that in. We'll do max price, and we want to set that equal to price. It'll run through that all the way until it gets to the end of this list, and then it'll print the max price. Let's go and reset this and do it again. All right, we see that the minimum price is 50 cents, and it says that our max price is $3.25. So if we scroll through here just by checking it visually, we can see that $3.25 is the largest number. So we know that we set the code up correctly. Let's go ahead and click finish.